Welcome to the Jennings A. Jones College of Business.
Thank you, Dean Joyce Heems. And on this special edition of Out of the Blue, we focus on the Jones College of Business, specifically the new Master of Science degree in Legal Studies and why this program is being offered at our university. We spotlight Dr. Raj, who has achieved national fame by appearing on Jimmy Fallon's on-brand TV program. And we take a look at our supply chain management program, specifically the bachelor's and master's degree, all focused on industry needs. I'm Andrew Ottman.
And this is Out of the Blue.
Welcome to Out of the Blue. I'm Andrew Ottman, and we're broadcasting from the Jennings A. Jones College of Business with big news for 2026, a new degree program about to launch, Master of Science in Legal Studies. Here to tell us all about it is the program director, Dr. Sandy Benson. Welcome, Sandy.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. I'm just so delighted to be here. This is such an exciting new program that we have to offer here.
It is so very exciting, and I can't help but reflect when we announced the collaboration between MTSU and the Nashville School of Law. It was in late 2024. We were also very excited because we knew that this was going to be something very special. Can you tell folks about what the degree entails and why is it special?
Well, it's a degree in legal studies is something that's being offered by universities across the United States because the business has become more complex and regulated. And so business people realized they needed to understand more about the law, but didn't necessarily need to become lawyers, but to be able to spot legal issues, analyze the law, and be able to communicate more effectively with their legal team.
Wow.
And so in 2022, MTSU commissioned a study with Hanover to see if concentrations we were considering would make sense for working professionals in this area. And we wanted to build on institutional strengths that we have here at MTSU. Here in the Jones College, we've been teaching law courses for decades to business students, undergraduate and graduate, and because we know that their disciplines intersect with the law and they need some understanding. And similarly, the College of Media and Entertainment has entertainment lawyers that also teach courses. And then we teamed up with the Nashville School of Law, which is just an outstanding institution that's been training lawyers since 1911.
I know. Same year we were founded.
Same year we started. And they have a similar mission to really make an affordable education. And so we really have synergies that work well together to create a program. And so we looked at concentrations in entertainment, business law, and in a compliance-focused area, and found that we could really develop 3 special concentrations in occupations that are rapidly growing in this area and serve our working professionals.
Fantastic. You've gotten a little bit into my next question, but I'm going to have you go a little bit deeper. What are some of the specific benefits of going through this path? You mentioned, of course, this might be great for someone who needs to have more expertise in the law, but not a Juris Doctor degree. So talk about what that means.
So, professionals may need to be able to spot legal issues. They may be dealing with contracts and interpreting legal documents. They may be in a highly regulated area where they need to have an understanding of how to research the laws and interpret those and apply those in their business settings. And so our program is unique in how we have structured it because we're going to have the benefits of both in-person classes and online classes. And so we'll have classes at the Nashville School of Law, and we really think that's going to be helpful to immerse students in a professional culture with other law students where they can really sharpen their legal thinking. also interact with students, but also the professors, and build skills such as oral advocacy. That's much broader than just the law, as they need to build their business cases. And so that those in-person classes are going to be a real benefit. And then we have MTSU classes, and we have many of those will be online, completely online, which gives that flexibility that students who work like as they work in their course schedules. And we also have some that will have virtual meetings and maybe even a couple of classes offered by MTSU faculty on NSL's campus. So this really thoughtful design is really there to help enhance the knowledge that students can gain, as well as practice those skills that are going to be helpful for their careers.
Wow. So let's get into a little bit of the nuts and bolts. How many hours, and is there any kind of special requirements or that you need to have to get into this program?
Excellent question. It's a 30-hour non-thesis program, and it is designed for working professionals who are working full-time and can complete this program in 2 years. Another nice advantage, of course, is our faculty. The expertise here with the law faculty in the Jones College and the College of Media and Entertainment, as well as the National School of Law faculty. We have those that have experienced as practicing attorneys or in industry, in the entertainment industry or elsewhere in government.
I have to ask you a personal question. Designing a degree program from scratch, that's got to be a great challenge and a fun thing for a professor to do, to actually be at the ground floor of something, right?
I've actually loved it. It has been the daunting experience. It's called on every skill from my prior days when I was in IT, in healthcare, to days, being a professor here, as well as in my law practice. And so project management, working with so many people across this campus who are very interested in the success of this program, across administration, across the colleges, as well as the National School of Law staff. It's just exciting to see how much interest is in this program and what we're putting into it to help it be a success for the students.
And Dr. Maffei, our president, always speaks glowingly when our two or more colleges collaborate on something to benefit our students. Talk about a little bit the Scott Borchetta College of Media and Entertainment and what they're going to be bringing in that one concentration you mentioned.
Oh, absolutely. We've got wonderful faculty there, and the entertainment concentration we think is very unique and very well suited to the Middle Tennessee area. And so they are designing a number of courses that will really focus in on the entertainment industry and protecting the creative rights of individuals. So drafting entertainment industry contracts, copyright and trademark law, a course in social media and the law. So many interesting courses that will uniquely target that industry.
Wow. Okay, well, we've talked about the entertainment concentration. What about the other two?
Well, the other concentrations I want to mention, business law is a concentration for working professionals whose career paths intersect with the law, and they could be in so many industries. It's a very broad and will cover topics like employment law, of course, contracts, and other selected business law topics. The other concentration is anti-money laundering, fraud, and compliance. And we think that's a fabulous concentration for this area. For those that are already in that business, perhaps they have some accounting and analytical skills, but they want to broaden their skill set with the legal knowledge as they move along in their career, maybe in the investment services, financial services areas.
We've mentioned 30 hours, non-thesis. What are some of the other things that prospective students need to know, and where can they find out more about the program?
Picking one of the concentrations, that's what a student will need to do when they apply. It will be in one of the 3 concentrations. All of those concentrations will start this next summer and will start in late June. And if you've got more questions, I encourage everyone to reach out to me, email me. I love to set up individual interest sessions and talk about unique goals that each person has.
Professor Benson, congratulations. It's a great program, and we're honored to see it launch. What a wonderful collaboration, and Thank you for making this possible.
Well, thank you.
And we'll be right back.
We do it all. We do it all.
Hundreds of majors, an amazing campus, faculty mentors. You can find what you're looking for at Middle Tennessee State, the University of Opportunities. We do it all.
I'm Victoria from Lincoln County, Tennessee, where growing up with my grandparents, I learned what hard work really meant. For me, college wasn't a given. It was a leap, and I took it. At MTSU, I studied abroad twice, interned in DC, and got curious on what my future could look like. I found people who believed in me and helped me believe in myself. MTSU showed me what is possible. I'm Victoria, and I'm True Blue.
I help people.
I create music.
I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward.
The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
The Jennings A. Jones College of Business at Middle Tennessee State University is the #1 producer of business talent in the greater Nashville area. Our nationally ranked programs and state-of-the-art facilities offer a world-class education at an affordable price. The exclusive partnership of Jones College with Dale Carnegie Training Worldwide equips our graduates with the soft skills they need to succeed. Jones College of Business. It delivers an education for the real world.
Welcome back to Out of the Blue. I'm Andrew Oppman, and we're broadcasting from the Jennings A. Jones College of Business. Joining me, Carly Sutton, correspondent for True Blue TV. Hey, Carly.
Hey, Andrew.
So, Dr. Raj, right? We're talking about a viral sensation, not only here in the Jones College, but really across the nation, maybe around the world.
Absolutely. Dr. Raj needs no introduction whenever it comes to his reputation here at MTSU. And with that reputation here in his TikTok, he was also able to have an opportunity that no other professor of marketing really seems to have other than the ones on our campus. So let's take it over to Dr. Raj and see his one-of-a-kind opportunity with On Brand with Jimmy Fallon.
For the past 20 years, Dr. Raj Srivastava has been a familiar face in Middle Tennessee State University's College of Business. A marketing professor known across campus for his energy, accessibility, and passion for teaching. Dr. Raj has built a career on one simple idea: do what you love and do it fully. But outside the classroom, thousands know him for something else.
Dr. Raj spends most of his time here at MTSU, teaching and mentoring those marketing students here in the Jones College of Business. But it's what he did outside of the classroom and posting his videos to TikTok that opened the door to a national television opportunity.
Dr. Raj posts to TikTok daily. What began as a creative outlet soon caught the attention of NBC producers.
I can't compare this to any other experience, doing my TikTok, and I've had success in TikTok. So, I mean, that's, somebody commented on my TikTok, which I said, okay, must be a joke, I still thought it was somebody just trying to pull my leg kind of thing, and then he texted me.
That message led to a moment he never imagined.
In March is when I was told that I'm one of the 10 selected, and then we flew there in April, and it was very positive experience. I had so much fun. I was enjoying,
One day, he was teaching at MTSU. The next, he was stepping onto a soundstage as part of NBC's On Brand, hosted by Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, Raj, are you ready?
All right.
Come on,
I'm a professor. I teach social media marketing. I'm a 60-year-old social media influencer. I mean, it is so surreal that I'm here teaching one day, and next thing I know, I'm sitting with Jimmy Fallon joking,
Dr. Raj was the oldest cast member on the show and the only Indian representation among the group. Still, he says the experience reinforced something he's always told his students.
If you do not meet the stereotype, do not worry about it, If you are good, they'll come for you. Even at this age, I could make it, okay, I went there and had so much fun,
His identity and culture were part of that story.
I also sent one of them my Indian dress, and they liked it very much. In fact, in all the promotions, I'm wearing that particular thing. I'm also representing in the Indian community.
Behind the scenes, the experience taught him how much work goes into every decision and every moment. Those lessons didn't stay on set for long.
Nothing can replace experience, and I tell people all the time, do it. You will learn something out of it. It's either you succeed or you learn.
Instead of keeping that experience to himself, Dr. Raj brought it back to the classroom, giving his students a chance to learn marketing the same way he just experienced it, hands-on and in real time.
For senior marketing major Denzel Harris, that approach turned a TV show into something much bigger than just entertainment.
He even told us, he said, I don't know how I'm going to tie this into this class, but I'm going to do it. And his way of doing that was using the techniques that he learned.
Dr. Raj designed an on-brand style competition for his students, challenging them to think creatively while still staying true to a company's identity. To make it even more meaningful, his fellow contestant from the show, Ryan Wynn, joined the class presentations and helped evaluate the final pitches alongside Dr. Raj.
We had a competition. It was for a Dunkin' Donuts thing, same thing that was on their first show. We tried to make something outside of the box, but keep it on brand. We just had to make sure that we kept to their core identity.
What stood out most wasn't just the assignment, but the effort behind it.
He didn't just go, hey guys, I'm gonna be on a show. Okay, let me get back to the lesson. He said, I'm gonna be on the show. I want you guys to watch it. I want you to tell me what you think. We're gonna try to implement this into our daily lessons.
Even while filming, Dr. Raj never stepped away from teaching.
Even when he was on the show, he was teaching online. And to me, that's dedication.
For students, seeing their professor on national television made possibility feel real.
If he can do it, why can't I do it? Students can look at me and, they look at me in the daytime. I'm teaching a class in the nighttime. They're watching me on NBC prime time, So they are looking at like, I can do it too. If he can do it, and I've been telling them, if I can do it, so can you.
That message stayed with Denzel well beyond the classroom.
He stuck to doing what he loved. He was being himself. And that let me know that being myself can get me anywhere. You never know when the opportunity is going to come.
Dr. Raj says his door is always open for students ready to take that step.
If anybody wants to come and talk to me about the show, I would love to talk to. If any students want to do something like this, email me and we can do, come by my office and we'll talk about it. So my doors are always open to any student who wants to do something like this.
At its heart, the lesson is simple.
Dr. Raj is himself. He's unapologetically himself. He's never going to try to be anything he isn't, and he isn't going to try and be somebody else, because the moment you try to be somebody else, that's the moment you fail.
For Dr. Raj and for MTSU, success isn't about changing who you are. It's about chasing what you love, embracing opportunity, and letting the experience shape the next generation. For MTSU, I'm Carly Sutton.
Carly, I'm such a fan of Dr. Raj, and he's doing a good job of really relating his experience on camera back to the classroom, right?
Absolutely. So in his classes, a couple of his social media classes and his global marketing class, he actually did a simulated version of the brand pitches that they did with the show On Brand. And so he actually had a special guest, Ryan Wynn, who is a Nashville native who was also on the show with him, actually come in and give feedback to his students just like they received on the show.
Oh, what a great experience. Carly, thanks for that great report. We really loved it.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
I'm Victoria from Lincoln County, Tennessee, where growing up with my grandparents, I learned what hard work really meant. For me, college wasn't a given. It was a leap, and I took it. At MTSU, I studied abroad twice, interned in DC, and got curious on what my future could look like. I found people who believed in me and helped me believe in myself. MTSU showed me what is possible. I'm Victoria, and I'm True Blue.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward.
The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
We do it all. We do it all.
Hundreds of majors, an amazing campus, faculty mentors. You can find what you're looking for at Middle Tennessee State, the University of Opportunities. We do it all.
Welcome back to Out of the Blue. I'm Andrew Oppman, and we're broadcasting from the Jennings A. Jones College of Business. One of the career-ready majors offered by the Jones College is supply chain management, offered at both the bachelor and master's degree program levels. Here to tell us all about it is Dr. Richard Tarpey, Director of the Center for Supply Chain Management and Sustainability and a professor here in the Jones College. Richard, welcome.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So this is really, when we talk about being proud of a degree program, we do talk about your program quite a bit, but I want to back up a little bit and let's give our viewers and listeners just the baseline definition. What is supply chain management?
Sure. So supply chain management is essentially the management of everything in a business, from the procurement of raw materials to the point the customer receives the product or the service. Used to be called operations back in the 70s and 80s. Now we specifically refer to the topics as supply chain, which most people really didn't have much concept of until COVID-19, of course, when people couldn't find their goods and their toilet paper. Suddenly everybody realized, hey, supply chain's important. That's what gets the products to the shelves.
And obviously our degree program, we can point to students and alums who are finding jobs in this high demand field, correct?
All over the place. Middle Tennessee State has the distinct advantage of being in the Middle Tennessee area. So if you look at the Nashville Chamber of Commerce website, the statistic is 65% of the US population lives within a 12-hour ride of Nashville, a drive.
Right.
So that entices hundreds of distribution centers. You see them all up Interstate 24, Interstate 840. Manufacturing, transportation companies, all those companies are hiring our students out of our programs.
That's terrific. So we talked about the Center for Supply Chain Management and Sustainability.
Right.
Let's talk about the sustainability part of this and how that's been a new focus for you.
Sure. The sustainability in supply chains is very important. If you think about what do people do with the goods that they purchase and then they throw away, or the scrap at some of our manufacturing plants, or something that's becoming more and more prevalent these days you hear about is the returns. So a lot of times customers will return products, they don't get resold, they just go right into the dumpster and end up in a landfill. So sustainability and after use is very important in the supply chains. What do we do with all these goods and materials that we're producing and now are unwanted?
And we had a conference here on campus where we discussed that. Talk about some of the high points that came out of that.
We did, thank you, yes. We hosted the Tennessee Environmental Council. Their Policy and Practice Forum was back in November, and it was specific to solid waste in Nashville, which of course is a pretty relevant topic in Rutherford County right now with the Middle Point landfill, of course. The conference focused really on how do we reduce what we use and what do we do with what we use as far as recycling and reuse. So we had 2 state senators here. We had, of course, the mayor of Rutherford County, the mayor of Murfreesboro, the city manager of Murfreesboro, along with industry and other governmental representatives. We're here for a full day and really discuss those topics on what's the future of solid waste in Tennessee.
Looking ahead to March of this year,
right.
You've got another event. Talk about that.
So annually we have a supply chain summit at Middle Tennessee State. We talk about certain aspects of the supply chain and the supply chain industry. Last year we worked on sustainability was the conference theme. This year's conference theme is going to be on cargo and package theft, which is a more and more prevalent topic for supply chains, whether it be at the last mile, your package getting stolen from your doorstep, stolen out of the van that delivers it from your doorstep, or even cargo theft on the railroads.
Wow.
Transportation theft, transportation as far as the truck trailers are getting stolen from places, and then down to the manufacturing. So product and materials getting stolen from the plant. So all throughout the entire supply chain, we're going to focus on preventing and looking at what mechanisms are available in order to reduce that, what we call shrinkage, which of course costs money to a lot of folks.
2026, we've got a couple other partnerships too. Want to touch on real fast?
Sure.
Home Delivery World. What's that going to be about?
World. So Home Delivery World, that's the largest, what we call last mile conference in the world, which is really that from the point of the distribution center to the house or to the final customer. So that conference attracts somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,000 to 4,000 participants. It's going to be held in Nashville, Tennessee. And MTSU is the exclusive university partner of that conference. So we have the ability to promote our programs and our services, if you will, of the Supply Chain Center to all those folks that are coming into the United States and to Nashville for that conference.
That's terrific. And then the Transportation and Logistics Council Conference.
So that conference is a national conference of all the transportation and logistics companies that belong to that organization. That's also going to be held in, actually I think that's going to be held in Franklin, Tennessee.
Yes.
And MTSU is also the exclusive university sponsorship for that conference. The beauty of both of those sponsorships is we have the ability to bring students into those conferences. They'll get to sit in the sessions, learn in the education sessions, and then help out with the conference, and most importantly for us, make those networking connections.
Talk about the Synergy program and what that offers our students.
I love that program. So that program really differentiates ourselves from the other supply chain programs in Tennessee, and there's a lot of good supply chain programs in Tennessee at other universities. So this program, we partner students with companies for the full 15-week semester, and the companies give those students a specific project. And it's not a made-up project or a case study. It's a project currently going on either at their distribution center, their manufacturing plant, whatever the case may be. The students then work with representatives from the company, and at the end of the semester, they'll come up with recommendations or solutions. And then they deliver those recommendations for solutions to the senior leadership of the company. Now, we're very, again, fortunate in the Middle Tennessee area. We have corporate headquarters. We've partnered with Geodis. We've partnered with Mars Pet Care, where the students actually get to give an executive presentation in front of executive leaders with what they believe are the solutions to the problems. And many of the companies we've worked with have actually implemented those solutions.
You know, I'm sensing a common theme here. MTSU seems to be the thought leader in this. MTSU seems to be connecting with the industry partners in this.
Exactly.
And we are also making these great events happen where these topics are being discussed and debated, and our students get those opportunities as part of those conferences. That's not an accident, right?
That is not an accident. That is by design. And our goal, of course, is that our students walk out the door able to jump into a position and not spend 6 months learning, but actually contributing as soon as they get to the company. That's our goal.
Wow. Well, Richard, thanks for sharing all of this opportunity that we're providing the students, and really the cutting edge technology and processes that we're offering them to get jobs in the business world. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And this does wrap up this edition of Out of the Blue. A reminder, you can find news about the campus 24 hours a day by going to our website, mtsunews.com. You can also find additional special content on our social media platforms, X, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. True Blue TV is available on most streaming services and our app. Broadcasting from the Jennings A. Jones College of Business with the crew from the Center for Educational Media. I'm Andrew Ottman. Stay safe, stay on course, and remain True Blue.